Helix has unveiled footage of the robot Figure 3 actually doing chores. Hi, welcome to ZGadgetReview. If you're new here or if you've been here before but haven't subscribed yet, I'm on a quest to hit 2,000 subscribers. So I'm going to ask you to help me out by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you. Helix is a company working on the Figure robots. They released the Figure 3 about 5-6 months ago. And I will say that they are the ones with the more realistic view in robotics besides Boston Dynamics. I'm going to link the video for that in the description section in case you want to watch it. Now Helix is showing off the Helix 2, which is their AI program that controls the robot. They have two different videos in which they show us what the robots can do in a semi-real environment. Supposedly this robot is actually fully autonomous and doing these things without an actual operator behind the scenes. We're going to look at the first video of the robot working in a living room. It's supposed to be straightening out the living room, as you can see here. He comes in with a towel in his hand and a 409 spray, moves the cup to the side and proceeds to spray directly on the table with the cap on the side. Now, personally, I don't know how you clean, but if I'm going to be spraying chemicals around a cup, I'm going to remove the cup out of the way and then spray the chemicals. So that's just the way I do it. Now you can appreciate how slowly it moves. Every move seems very deliberate, and there's a lot of thought process when it's doing it. The way it walks, the way it approaches, for example, the basket, how slowly he bends over to pick it up, the way it's pushing the toys into the basket. And I want you to hear how loud it is. So I'm going to shut up for a minute and I'm going to let the audio of the video play out. So there you could hear all the joints moving, the movements of the body. And you can hear that it's actually kind of loud, where you can hear the shoes hitting the ground. You can hear the movement of the fingers and the wrists. You can hear the movement, of course, the legs. But the other thing that, of course, is very noticeable is how tidy the living room is that he's cleaning up and tidying up. If a living room is this tidy, to me personally, this looks okay, where I wouldn't be worried about cleaning it. Yeah, well, I pick up the cup and take it to the kitchen. Yeah, the blocks, I don't know, they look pretty organized, especially if the blocks are going to be used again. I think that's acceptable for them to stay on the table like that. While it is impressive to see it working in a living room and tidying up a living room, it also is kind of like, okay, well, but this is really clean. Imagine a real living room where there's stuff in the ground, people sitting on the couch, people hanging out maybe on the floor, having a coffee table that has more cups and plates, clothes on the ground. I don't know, like a real mess that the robot has to clean. I wonder how long it will take, because this whole interaction took over 3 minutes to do. And it was really simple. So it does a long time to just pick up a cup, push some blocks into a basket and put things down, and spray a little bit of 409 into the table, which, by the way, looked to me that the table will still be wet and not really well wiped if you were actually letting the robot clean it. Let's look at another example. This time the robot is going to be working in the kitchen and, unloading a dishwasher and loading the dishwasher. Now, this is actually impressive in a way because it is actually bending down and pulling things out of the dishwasher. Albeit it's doing it very slowly and very carefully, but it's still doing it. I'm going to stay quiet again so you can hear the video, and then I'm going to come back. Now here, once again, you can hear it moving. It sounds more plasticky, and I will say the sound of the shoes hitting and the whole body moving around sounds like cheap plastic, like hollow plastic. Of course, it isn't, or at least I will hope it isn't, because whatever this is going to cost, if it breaks so easily, like a plastic shell, I think it will be a waste of money. But you can still hear the sound of the motors in the robot moving around, stuff like that. The other thing that you gotta keep in mind is that these are plastic cups and plates. Now, it is really cool that it stuck the cups together before putting them in the shelf. But again, keep in mind this is all plastic, because clearly they don't trust a robot to work with glass or breakables yet. The previous video in the living room was also plastic. So while it's able to do these things, clearly there's some distrust by the company to give it things that the robot could easily break. But as you can see here, now we're getting things from the sink into the dishwasher. These things are dry, they're not wet, so clearly the water wasn't running. The cups didn't have water inside of them, which sometimes happens. People open the faucet, fill them up with water, and leave them like that. So also, how can it work with water is, a question of mine. What I found really cool here is that yes, it is going to load the dishwasher while putting a plate into the dishwasher, which I thought was really, really cool, because it is very careful to put that pod into the little compartment, and it knows where it goes, right? It knows how to do it, and it's also efficient, because instead of putting the plate and getting the detergent to put it in, it does it in one full sweep. Then it kicks the door, because I guess it cannot get that low, and then it very slowly closes the dishwasher. And I thought that was really funny, because it kicks the door like full force to get it up, but then it slowly goes like... Here we have another example of the figure 3 doing things around the house that, of course, again, is taking a long time to do, but it's still doing it. I don't see a future where one of these robots is at your house working around you while you're at home. I will think that this is more like one of those automatic vacuums that vacuums the house while you're not there. Same thing, it will do chores when you're not home. So if you leave plates on the table and things like that, the robot could go and take them into the dishwasher, cleana, organize the living room that was maybe left a mess from the night before, things of that nature. But I don't see it doing big chores. Again, this is pretty far away out. It's not going to be released anytime soon. I will say, I think from when they said they're first going into factories and stuff like that for the robot to work before putting it out in people's homes. I can see this, by maybe 2028, when they will probably feel comfortable enough to release some of this to the public. And hopefully by then, it will not only be able to do more complex tasks, but it'll be faster at doing them. I just think, to me, it's really cool to see the future of robotics slowly moving into a reality. As I said before, it's also a little scary with what we might get and how many jobs it might get rid of when the transition happens. So excitement, but again, also fear. at the same time is what I feel about these things. What do you think about the Figure 3? Is this something that you will get? Are you excited about the future? Are you reserved like me? Did you think that it took way too long to do what it did? Let me know in the comment section. That is it for me. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have new videos. And thank you very much for watching.